Hello, Web3 TV friends. I'm Lisa Amnegard, and today we are at the Binance Blockchain Week 2024 here in Dubai. And joining me is Eowyn Chen, CEO of Trust Wallet. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me, and great to be on the channel.
And you just came from the panel discussion. So can you tell me a little bit, what were the key takeaways from the discussion you had?
So some of the key takeaway, at least the key points that I share, is that the technological solutions have been moving so much that I think the future of a good user onboarding experiences is going to be here really soon. My prediction is next year, we will no longer have the debate about whether wallet is the blocker for crypto's user experiences. So it's going to be here very quickly. But then the next question is how to work better with the real world infrastructures to allow people to use crypto in a much more easier way, and the fiat money and crypto can flow more freely.
Yeah, because I think that's sort of one of the main issues right now, that there are a lot of people that are coming into the space, but there are still some people that are a little bit weary about whether they trust it or not. But Trust Wallet is one of the most popular wallets inside Web3, in the Web3 space. So my question to you is sort of, how do you build trust in an often trustless environment?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have altogether almost 150 million application downloads already. So about 15 to 20 million are active on a monthly basis. So there are significant portions of the users are already in this space. For us, trust is one of the most valuable things, even though we're building a trustless technology. How I usually reconcile between these two is trustless technology is to ensure transparency, accountability, that if there's something that people don't trust, they have the access to verify it. They have the full control to their own assets or information. That is trustless. However, we operate as a human being. Trust can be an extremely efficient lubricant to allow people to make better decisions. Because who's going to verify every single line of code when someone updated an application? It's impossible. It's not natural. So there's absolutely going to be a certain level of the trust that will need to happen. So for us to build trust, there are a couple of things. The first one is have to always do the right thing that put the user's interest in the first. And you have to prove it through historical times. So we've been around for 7 years. There are definitely ups and downs, challenges that we have gone through. Even when sometimes we made mistakes with a bug that might cause us users to lose like some money, we always pay back users for our own mistakes.
Okay.
Not that many companies or projects in our industry do that.
Well, I don't think there's not many people that do that anywhere.
Because it really requires sacrifice.
Yeah.
It requires that I do care about users' interest above my interest and wanted to have that relationship with the users for the longer term. And then also hold that consistency of the standards. So those moments when you make a mistake, you have issues, how you behave is the most trust building moments for the users, because they can trust the next time if you have mistakes, you will correct it. That's the first thing. The second thing is that, of course, no one wants to make mistakes. So we're the first Web3 wallet, both hardware wallet or software wallet, to have the global security standards ISO certificate. No one is doing it. We have to take us 1 year to go through the policies, like process, certificates, audits, etc.
Why do you think no one's doing it?
Because it doesn't really drive growth. It's a cost.
Okay,
But then for me, is that the cost is worth it, because if I want to build the longevity of the business, I need to make sure every level of the decision makings, both culture and process operationally, are held to a higher standards. And then so that we can trust each of the decisions, engineers, operations, etc., are up to the best safeguard. And we, being a long-time wallet, the biggest wallet, we want to help the industry to behave better. So we want to set the standard and lead over there. And of course, we wanted to also help users to make better decisions. So sometimes people are falling to security challenges is because they don't know. How do I know this is a scam token? Then I click on it, boom, I give them the authorization that I don't want to give. Or I connect it to a dApps, but they also authorize it to access all my wallets. The challenge is how to help users know those traps and pitfalls so that they can avoid making the wrong moves. So we work with security companies around the world in the industries, so to tap into the industry's database that this is already a scammer address, and then we give you a big flash like a notification and said, are you really sure that you wanted to send your money to the scammer addresses, right? So the users, of course, I'm not going to stop you. I'm incapable of stopping you, but at least you can make the adult decisions for yourself. Even for just information, things like this, we prevented more than $500 million worth of the crypto assets getting lost.
Wow, that's impressive.
And so I think it's like, how do we make sure we have the securities? We do the right decisions for the users, putting their interest in the top to set the industry standard. At the same time, work with the industry to give users the information, the tools to make the best decision to protect themselves.
Yeah, I think that's really important because also today there's just so many scams in general. And then there's Web3 where there's even more scams. So people get very weary about whether they want to enter this space or not. But the UAE and the regulatory, the laws around crypto and Web3 are quite progressive. So how do you see for Trust Wallet? How's it working here in Dubai?
Yeah, I think Dubai and UAE is one of the most visionary places in the world. They're trying to lead in the actions about how to create a fair playground for everybody. And I think the decision-making speed, the visions here allow UAE to be the perfect place to make the move. I wouldn't imagine Europe or US to be able to move at the speed and also take the decisions in the way that UAE is capable of doing. So I think it's a competitive edge, I would say, not just for a product, but for a government, for a country to find that we can do this better than all the other countries. So let's lean in. And then we're a US company, we move here. Right, so we can we bring talents over here, and then we're also tapping into this kind of local industries that we previously was not even imagine will be one of our focuses. But it benefits the users here. It benefits all the builders around these industries to have role models, leaders, talents to be able to move things forward.
I remember you said in an interview once that you believe that technology empowers societies and communities that are undeserved, that have been undeserved. So
yes, I do believe that it's the people that needs to be empowered. Technology is the tool for it. It's never technology as a center. It's always the people. So that's why user focus matters. Make the right decisions. Build things that protect people, giving them benefits, giving them convenience. That's the way for you to build a good product, a good service, and ultimately a good business.
Yeah. Thank you so much for speaking with us. It's a pleasure speaking with you. Very interesting.
Thank you for having me again. And hopefully this is interesting to your audience.
And thank you so much for watching. And we have more interviews coming up. So make sure to stay tuned.